Hey, good morning, everybody. Woo! Welcome back on the ice this morning as we're getting ready to drop the puck here after warm-ups with Team Philadelphia, the number one team in the league, and flying high, a really excellent hockey club. Really solid. I probably will swap spots with you. And should be really fun.
I think 23-0, Tom, or something.
They might have one loss.
One loss?
Yeah, but they are a rock solid hockey club and should be a great test for our boys this morning as they go up against them.
I did notice there are only goals allowed in 27 games for something like 32.
Yeah,
roughly over a goal a game. So
yeah, they're rock solid. Their netminders are good. Defensively, they play really sound hockey. Matched up with teams just looking for mutual teams that we've played. A good example was the very first AHF weekend that we lost in the semifinals. In that good, 4-2 game. It was really 3-2 with an empty netter. They went out and beat that team 5-2 in the finals. And then they've had some good games. They've beaten McCourt 3-0 or 5-2, I think also. So pretty similar. I think it's like with all teams I find in this league and with us, if we play to our identity, we compete with anybody. I mean, it's just a question of who can play to their strengths more. And with this team, you can't make mistakes. You get in the box, you give up power plays, you don't do the details of your defensive zone coverages. Yeah, you're going to lose. And if you can do those things, I think we're right there because we got strong net minding, we've got good team defense, we've got all the tools, and we've got guys that can score. So it's just a question of can we score today?
Yeah, I mean this one I would tell you I think if they can pull this one off, it would be an upset.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
no, there's no question.
But I think the longer you can keep it scoreless, right? But take your chances. Patient hockey.
Yeah, exactly. And be smart. Pick your spots. I mean, I think probably I haven't seen a team in the league yet have a defenseman off the rush that's better than Heersink, than who we have. I haven't seen one yet. I'm sure they're out there, and maybe we're going to see them today. But I mean, that's a weapon that you bring in that in the right times, in the right places, and if he can pick his spots, he will be a difference maker. And I told him today, getting out of the vans, I said, today, this is you. This is your game. You got to own this game, dominate this game. And I think he's going to be a big factor on the back end for us. Up front, who do you like today? Who do you think is going to make a difference?
I'd like to see that Mahalik, Sexton, Robertson line was getting it going. If I haven't put money on it, though, I'm going to guess for a goal from Missick if I got to put money on it.
It's exactly right.
Seems to be the even bet.
I would have said the same thing.
Find a way, right?
And today, my dark horse pick to get it going today is Ripley. Ripley in big games like this, Chase elevates, and he's got such skill. He's just got to get himself engaged in the game here today early, and I think he can get it going. So those are the guys I'm looking to. Easton Jones is going to be back in the pipes. Game 3, he said he was fresh this morning. Blake's still recovering. He's feeling better. Should go tonight against Valley Forge. But Blake wasn't quite up to snuff when Coach talked to both of them, and he poignantly asked Easton, are you fresh? He said, absolutely, 100% ready to go. So Easton will get the 3rd start in a row here, and hopefully Blake's going to get some more rest this afternoon and recover. So, but he looks much better. Blake looks much better this morning and is doing well. So,
well, and listen, every netminder wants a net. They want those games. So,
yeah.
But for Blake, to say I'm not 100%, this is a game I think you got to have all your guys. It's not 100%.
Yeah, I think he was being honest.
Yeah.
So here we go. And it is that Mahalik line coming out. And face off one back. Team Philly right away. Puck on the far side. Couldn't quite keep it in. And it gets past Heersink. But a good job by Ostad covering, because they'll just rocket that in deep. Here's where I think Hawks need to keep their feet moving early, because Team Philadelphia is going to come with speed. From the point right, tries to flip it in, bounces low, off a leg, shot. What a save by Jones. Quick backhand. Here Sink settles. And this is where they'll body up, and there's a penalty call early.
Sink's drawing a penalty right away to start.
That's beautiful. We'll take the power play chance. We get Jonesy to the bench quickly, so we get 6 on, but they're going to touch up. Nothing. Not happy as Mahalik with whatever was going on his stick. But that was an early draw by Heersink, and gets a roughing call. Or excuse me, a holding call as Mott pulled him down. Hard to see along these side boards, so it's just kind of tough to catch. But Sexton will come out, face off, right back to the point. Here's Sink, who had a line, shot, save made, and quickly cleared out by Team Philly. And down ice. So that'll get the juices going as Heersink will wheel. And he'll just push right past the forechecker. But unfortunately, cleared out by the D and right back down. Hawks need to move the puck. This is a very disciplined Team Philadelphia squad.
Tipped a little bit, Tom.
Oh, here.
There we go.
Puck cleared again. Hawks not getting into the zone, not getting set up. Because you got to read this as they run a
There we go.
A 2-2 stretch, but there you can't skate this group. You can't skate through everybody. You got to move the puck back. So you get that puck through like that. He's got to look for his spacing, and he's got to find the open man to set back and get set up. Just like that. Come on, boys. You got to be smarter. That's the first pass I've seen off the rush, and it was the wrong one, but it's Hawks not doing a good job getting set up. Goal! Misplayed, and right onto the ice comes Carmichael. And Carmichael, beneficiary of a blown skate blade. Tough break for Team Philly. Oh, what a tough break. He blows an edge and goes into the boards. Puck comes straight out off the end boards, straight to Carmichael. Goalie had no idea. He thought his D had it. That's a tough break.
Well, something to keep an eye on there, Tom, that the end boards here seem a little lively, because that was not a hard dump to pop out in front of the net.
Came straight out. And Carmichael finishes up with an unassisted goal.
Unassisted power play goal.
Indeed. And the 50-50 pays off early for the Hawks as they get a 1-0 lead, which is what you want on a team like this. And, hey, I'll take the 50-50 cash again. This Carms pays me out. Thank you, Mikey.
I'm starting to think you got inside info, Tom.
I love Cassie Bell. She spins well. Puck back up to the point. Down low. Team Philly's going to be coming hard. Good job out front covering the net there was Carmichael. Right, fresh off his goal. Puck moving. Just gets through the middle. Opportunity for Spone. Fights off the slash and the stick lift. Nice plays. It gets dumped in by Cardenas low. Good pressure on Team Philly in the deep boards. Mott goes to the far side. And that gets cleared out down ice for icing. Paul will circle back. No way Daughtry was making that run. So 14:08 of the first. Hawks nursing a nice little early 1-0 lead on a beneficial bounce.
Well, this will be interesting, Tom. I'm guessing Team Philly's probably not played from behind a whole lot this season.
No.
Judging by their games.
Well, I was talking with their videographer as well, and their video coach was saying, they get some games like these. There's some teams that they get grouped up against that are just not the talent level. AHF doesn't disperse the games during regular season into stratified ranking type levels. So he says, there's teams they beat 14-0 that have no business being on the ice with them, and that skews things, I think, for quality of play. And they'd prefer to have better quality of play. And they definitely get it here. as the Hawks come to play every night. Near side boards, I know you guys won't get to see much of that, so we'll give you the verbal on it. Far side, Sexton working, Robertson in support. He comes across, and Mahalik's there to pick it up. Dumps it in, but quickly out of the zone. Team Philly clears. Good flip. I like that play. Gives Taylor a chance. Oh, he was onside. He didn't think he was onside, but he was.
That's an area pass, so again, Tom.
Exactly.
Play it to an area.
I like it. Good step up. I like the way our D's matching on the blue line right now. One's being aggressive on the near side of the puck, and then the other's laying back middle. Now there's some pressure on Taylor as he'll come around. Doesn't get it clear. Good cover by Missick. Shot towards the net, deflected away by Ray. Good to have Carter back in the lineup as he got in this morning at 6 a.m. to JFK and then scooted over to the hotel. And I asked him point blank, how you feeling? He goes, I'm tired. Body's going down. Oxenrider sees that one chipped up and out.
Getting pucks out when we have the chance again, though, Tom, so far.
Making good decisions with the puck. Here's Sink. Bodied up, so he has to chip that ahead. Glove down, good bounce. Went again in the Hawk favor. Oxenrider on the rebound. Oh, and overskated, just missed. And then quickly for Oxy, another look. And another rip turned aside by the pad of the netminder. A lot of activity for the netminder there. That comes all the way down in on Jones. Peels that one off. D wants to move the puck quickly. There's an errant pass, but chipped ahead. Hawks bringing pressure up front. Oxy gets another puck, loose puck. There's an opportunity. Mott on the far side. Shot turned aside by the stick of Jones. And he bangs it up front. Nice little play by Mott. Try to sneak one on the near post.
Yeah, that's a tricky one there. You get the goaltender thinking you're going to wrap around.
Yeah.
And just
tries to throw it off the back of that skate.
Throw it into an area and see if you can catch that goaltender cheating.
Good job on his post. Stays 1-0. Shots 3-2. Here's Sink. Backhands that one up for Carmichael. Through the middle. Here it comes. Kicked ahead. Carmichael up the right board. Shot towards the net. Easily sticked aside by the netminder for Team Philly. Philadelphia sends it to the point. Here Sink has it. Slips one. Slips through two. No. Can't get by. Carmichael's going to have to hustle. Nice job by Ostad reading that coming across. He didn't hesitate.
I don't think you can hesitate today, Tom. This Philly team is fast.
Puck played around onto the near side. That should be picked up on the weak side by Cardenas, and he sends it in deep. Calder trying to forecheck there. Oh, just overskated as Carms didn't see that one. Loose off the skate, deflected the middle. Nice little play, but Hawks are back covering. Short side shot save made by Jones. Good position.
I was going to say there, we've made it hard on their breakout so far, Tom. We haven't given them really a clean breakout, and I almost said it, and then that one, that was the best.
They got a nice, clean, good touch pass, but we were back. It was still 2-on-3. We weren't.
Well, you force a player that wide, goaltender's got to make the save there.
Hawk face-off, won by Mahalik. Plays it back around Paulin. Paulin scissors and takes it up the boards. Thrown towards the net, deflected aside by Mahalik. Room on the far side for Fabrizio. That gets chopped down. Team Philly trying to play it through the middle. Good step up by Paulin. Shields that man off as it goes back in behind the cage. Robertson on his horse to the near side. Puck battle in the corner. Taken loose by Mahalik, and he'll turn. Sends it up through the center ice. Opportunity for Sexton. He finds it. Walks it on. Waits, pulls back. Throws it off a stick. Batted down by a high stick by Mahalik. Now touch. No, that was good. Hit the skate. That was good. Ah, you missed that one. That tucked the skate. We'll go 9:46. And all the way down for defensive zone face-off.
See how we do in the circle today.
Yes, indeed. There's a good spin. Oh, B-Rob couldn't find it. Nice work by Philly. Mahalik reading it well. He pushes that up across to B-Rob. See how he drew the men and then gets it off the stick? That's so important today. Is you got to get it off on time. You got to get it off your stick and onto the next open player, finding that open ice.
Well, and yeah, you drew the players in. They collapse rather than trying to go through players. Find the pass. I mean, we're not going to go through these guys.
No.
They're too big. They're too fast.
Yeah. Skilled. They know the game. They understand the game. They play it the right way. They have the record they have for a reason. It's not because of individual talent, although I think their individual talent is equal, if not better, to ours. So we're going to need to play a good, structured game, and I think we're right there. The one thing I like is the Hawks came and got started on time. They came with speed. They came with energy and focus. They had a good warm-up, and they translated that to being ready on the ice, which is all you can ask for as a coaching staff and as a team. So here you go. Taylor chips out ahead. Back on it. Missick is there. He slips around one. Backdoors the second. Gets down the boards, fighting through. Good job by Missick. Working. Finds the point. Shot. Whistles high into the glove. Off the stick of Taylor.
I like the work by Missick there on the boards, right? But we've been talking about stopping on pucks, not trying to fly by. Battle along the boards, work it back to your D there. It's a shot on net, another offensive zone draw.
We're at 8:48 here in the period. Oh, jump by Philly. You can see them wanting to get out. Good step up by Hirsing. Oh, he's going to call an elbow. I think Hirsing's going to get an elbowing call.
So the guy from across the ice makes the call. The ref 10
that was
feet
right
away,
on the play.
That was on the play. Doesn't.
He got him in the chest, but he thinks he got him in the chest. He was surprised, but he's going to give him the elbow.
Well, I think the ref nearest was probably surprised too, since his hand didn't go well.
Well, power play opportunity. Get the first look at the Team Philly power play here. Hawks on the PK. Carmichael, good job getting it free. Got to get that up and out of the zone. Good job, B-Rob. Oh, he is just cruising. Tops that down, takes it down low, and then throws it back smartly. So good killing time. Such smart play. And that gets all the way back down. Kills the first 20. And here comes Philly cycling out. Using the open ice. Scissor and crisscross. No wrapping around. Mott should be there. Carmichael gets to it. Comes to the point to Nichols. Nichols walks it across. D to D gets it at top. Nichols throws it towards the net. Well wide of Jones. Chipped off the boards. Comes back to the point. Intercepted, but then lost by Pollen. That gives an opportunity for Philly, but they fan on the shot. Carmichael down. Oh, good stick there by Ostad. Beautiful stick by Ostad as he was winding up to the offside lefty shot there that would have been tough on Jonesy. Back down low, gets through Mott. Hard to the point and out for the Hawks. Good clear.
Hawks need to get a quick change here.
We get one fresh body on as Sexton's out. Ripped around the board. Zimmerman comes down for Team Philly. 40 seconds left on the penalty for the Hawks. Pollen kicks that loose. He skates through, fights the man off, and brings the puck ahead. Waiting. Smart. And then racks it around. In behind off the netting.
Philly wasn't going to let that happen again. Do you see them move that forward high?
Yeah.
That back pass was not going to be available.
And he read it well. He kept it in the corner of his eye. That one gets through. That should be an opportunity for Fabrizio. 12 seconds left on the penalty.
And that's a hook. Fabrizio should be a penalty on Philly here.
Nice. That'll negate it. As Fabrizio has a little chat with his new best friend who's headed to the box, as Fisher gets the hook up in the belly.
I mean, that's a call, man. You got to see when a player spins with the puck and you get the stick parallel to the ice.
That is hooking.
It's a hard one. Maybe you didn't get a whole lot of a hook, but it's a hard one to negate.
So a little 4-on-4 hockey for a few seconds, and then the Hawks are going to go on their first power play, or their second power play, excuse me, looking for another opportunity. And here we go, power play chance as Heersink comes out, fresh to the ice. Wright brings it down the boards, dumps it in deep. Pollen back there to wheel out of the corner. And controlled by Ripley. Ripley brings it out, hands off, jumping ahead. Sexton, his PP1 goes to work. Back off from Missick, finds Heersink high. Heersink shot. There it is! Ripley, did I tell you? He was coming today. Ripley finds the rebound, juicy off the pad. There's your low D shot.
Yeah,
And it comes off the pad, right to Ripley's stick. He has the hands to put that up top.
I like that. I heard Coach talking to him. Coach was talking earlier about changing up that power play a little bit.
Yeah,
I like that. That shot from the point. Have your two guys crash, but perfect shot there by Heersink.
yes,
Right.
exactly.
Force the goaltender to make it save. Don't allow him to glove it. Don't allow him to blocker it. There's no freeze. You're not hitting him in the chest.
And with two men down, one to either side, it comes to Ripley, and he's not going to miss that as the Hawks get two power play goals and get a 2-0 lead. Puck goes by on Pollen, but he's back. Cusa pressuring. Pollen hands that off for Fabrizio, plays off an area here for Halder. Ash wants to get that ahead and does. Onto the stick of Carmichael. Carmichael will bang that in deep. Cardenas on his horse. Comes around, can't quite get to the puck, and Philly easily floats one up and out of the zone. Turned over, though, onto the stick of Carms. Carms finds it. No, Halder. Good job by Ash, but couldn't get it deep. Would like to see him poke that around. Fabrizio, though, smartly sends that deep, and Carmichael comes in. Slowed up by the netminder for Team Philly. Halder, good job, and that's going to draw and interferes at the goal! Fabrizio puts that home! And it's 3-0 as that was a penalty on Team Philly. Interference call. That was interference against Team Philly. That's a goal, and that's 3-0 as Fabrizio gets one from the point. He should not he shouldn't go to the box. That should be technically a power play goal.
Or did he blow the whistle too early, Tom?
Oh, he's gonna wave off the goal. That should have been a goal, but because we had possession,
I thought I heard a whistle, and that's probably why the goaltender let up.
Yeah, and it's true. If there's a whistle and the goaltender backs off, he should get the benefit
judging by
of
the way the goaltender reacted to it. I think the whistle was early.
He steps off the play. That's not fair to say that goal goes in without him being affected by that whistle.
No,
so it's 2-0. Power play chance for the Hawks. Interference call. That was a blatant interference call.
Yep.
Alder was nowhere near the puck, and he gets leveled. So that's power play chance here. PP2 will come out.
I'll be curious to see a little frustration maybe here from Team Philly.
Well, they've gotten punched in the mouth here to start this game. Hawks are moving. When they use their speed effectively and move the puck, we're a challenging team to play against because we're fast. And I want to keep that challenge up. All right, looking for the clear. Good job by Carmichael as he hustles to take that puck away. And a battle back. There's Oxy to pick it up. He'll go to Mahalik at the point. Mahalik comes near side Pollen. Back for Mahalik. He looks, fires, shot deflects, loose in front, poked at, and then cross-check from behind into the goalie. Carmichael making friends down low.
You can't pin that one on Carmichael, though.
No. He took a stick in
that was an involuntary.
Yes. Indeed. That was good work. I like the way PP2 used the top. And Mahalik got a nice shot down low and a good rebound off the pass.
Again, these low shots, rebound goals, like what I'm seeing so far, Tom.
141 on the power play. That goes to the point, kept in by Heersink. He'll threw Ripley down to B-Rob, and right back up high. They're going to work low to high. That shot goes in, loose puck, backhand, shot by Ripley, had another chance, gloves it down. That one's going to get picked off by Team Philly, though, and they're going to break it out. Heersink's got to watch that angle, but he's able to slow him up, and we get the puck back as good support comes on the near side from Sexton. Heersink, chance now. This is where he has a chance to gain the zone. And Heersink does what Heersink does there. Kick loose off a skate. Philly, nice job escaping the zone. Mott will try and drive the front. Shot. Good low shot. See how he pulled that back, tucked it in, and then
Change
got that
the angle
off.
real quick there.
Just wide. Jonesy on the spot. Gives that one off. Hawks need to start looking for exit on Mott and his penalty killing crew here. Sexton will bring it up. Drop it back. Yep. Heersink is there. Heersink will go wide and has some room. Good defense there by Mott. That guy's a player. Ripley waits. Mott's on him. He'll reverse it all the way around. And then Mott picks one off, but taken right back. Nice job by Missick. And that could put them at as Robertson was just in early. It's just a little lateral move there by Heersink.
Wow, and we lucked out a little bit there, Tom. Mott along the boards. Did not see that he had a player down low in front all alone. Tried to make the toe drag around the defenseman. If he puts that to the front of the net, it's a one-on-one situation about 6 feet away.
Whew. Take those good breaks where you get them. 7 seconds left on the power play, so looks like this is going to be killed off pretty effectively by Philly as they settle and send that down ice. Controlled by Carter Ray, back off for Carmichael. So nice to have Carter back in the lineup. That's the move. Oh, and there's Mott. Picks the pocket, but then blows a tire. Ray diving out. Puck gets knocked ahead. It's in the half boards and then deflected into the zone. Zimmerman taps that loose. Carmichael first one there. He just takes the hit, gets taken off the puck. Puck goes far side. Philly wants to float one up. They do. Center ice. Carmichael plays that in. Philly again. Good read by Taylor. Taylor, get it deep, and he does. That'll give room for Philly behind their cage. Again, another float, high stick play, but Philly touches, and a good read by Taylor as he tries to slip around Zimmerman. And he does. Can't tap it across. Good jump, though. The Hawks reading and aggressively attacking pucks from the blue line. Puck goes far side. Stretched through the middle, deflected on. Room for Pollen to skate. He comes across for Taylor. Taylor feeds it up the boards for Mahalik. Good read by Tobin as he takes that puck, but still, Hawks able to send that deep. Puck onto the far side, Sexton in a race. They shoulder up, but the puck comes through, and Philly's able to get it out to Mott. Mahalik tips that loose, comes off to the near side. Nichols sends it in low for Philly. Mahalik's going to come across, undercuts the man, taps that loose. Philly, though, able to keep it in. Mahalik picks it and sends it up for Rerob. Good position at the blue line to break out. Nope, offsides as it just comes off the tape. That's only going to get tougher as the game goes on without an ice pick.
Yeah.
Good pressure. The Hawks, with a few extra power play opportunity shots, are 9-3.
You know, they're playing smart hockey right now, Tom.
They
like
are.
They're picking and choosing their opportunities. You got a 2-goal lead. And defensively, I think we've been great. 3 shots.
Yes, against a very good team. Mahalik, look out. Turns it over. That's dangerous, Ev. You got to know your competition there. And if you do, you got to get back. Fisher. Bodied off by Mahalik and then swept through Sexton with good D. Good team defense so far. We want to see more of that. Will Pollen moving well.
Pollen with a little giddy up this weekend.
Indeed. That's in the skates, though. Look out as a transition. Back is Oxy covering. Look at Fisher. Fisher's got game. Big, talented, shot turned aside by the glove there of Jones.
A lot of bodies in front.
Tobin fires one low, deflected, flipped out to the corner by Fabrizio. Hawks get it loose. Nice way to take the hit there by Sexton. And then flipped into the zone by Oxenreiter on Tobin. He spins around. Great look. Ripley tried to go back to him. Love the creativity. Backhanded towards the net there by Oxy, but it gets deflected and goes short to the far side corner. Good undercut read by Heston, but Hawks staying on it, keeping it in the zone briefly. Now you got to get back. And time expires on the period. Hawks with an outstanding 2-0 lead here. Okay.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to call this one for the second period. Looks like Tom got called down to the bench. So check somebody out on the bench. I think it may be Halder. He's kind of standing off to the side, so maybe I don't want to preemptively do it. But Tom looking him checked out here.
I think both came in real quick.
So shots on goal, 9-5 for your Hawks in that first period. Long change period coming up here, so I'm going to tell you, I think you're going to see more chances both ways. Both these teams are fast, move the puck well. I think you're definitely going to see some more stretch passes with the long change period here coming up. But good first period here for your Hawks. Probably the best one I've seen this weekend. Hawks generally a little bit of slow starters, but Hawks and Ryder to take the draw. One there by Philadelphia. They'll work it up ahead. Picked off by Ripley. Ripley hard against the boards there. Piercing up ahead. Oxrider touch pass to Missick. Missick shot on net. Goaltender gloves it. But has to cover on the drop. So we'll get an offensive zone draw here for the Hawks. 16:44 to go. So Hawks off to a good start here to start this second period. Oxenrider to take the draw. Missick tries to jump in on it. Controlled there by Philadelphia. They'll play it around behind. Work it up the far boards. Area pass out to the middle. They'll dump in now. Into the Hawk zone. Osted back to retrieve over skates. Puck's turned over in the slot. Played down low. Osted there. Osted tries to work it back up the boards to Missick. Missick hard on the puck there. Able to dig it out against the big body of Team Philly. Piercing picks it up now. Near side. Piercing. Nifty little play there. He almost turned it over in front of the net, but Heersink doing Heersink things. Heersink drives to the front. Backhand up into the netting. Heersink, the heart attack kid, goes with one end, almost turns it over in front of the net, makes a nifty play, and then almost scores on the backhand on an end-to-end rush. That went from looking really bad to really good in a heartbeat. Carms to take the draw, out there with Cardenas and Stone. In the skates of Carmichael, dug out there, Cardenas. Cardenas works it up to the point. Paulin, low shot on net. The glove saved by the goaltender.
Yeah, we're all good. Ash Halder, little head injury, but he's okay. Just checking Ash out, make sure there's no concussion protocols to follow there. So we're back at it. See Team Philly making a little bit of a push, as you'd expect here to start the second period.
You know the push is coming, Tom. It's just how do we respond?
Exactly. Play within our system. Stay disciplined. Puck at the point. Carmichael keeps in, throws it off the skate. Philly able to get it up and out. Cam's going to come across. He'll be in a foot race there. Poked free. Nope. Be careful. Oh, nice pick by Carms as he gets that out. Now quickly, right back on it. Puck gets thrown in by Cusa. Down the boards. Fabrizio feathers that around. Comes ricochets out front. Hawks do a good job getting that cleared. away from the front, but still not out of the zone. Thrown towards the net, blocked by Carmichael. He said he was going to block shots today, and he has. Good hustle and backhanded out by Spohn. That was offsides. That would not have been a goal. They were off. Usually that can go all the way down when you throw it on net.
Yeah.
They'll blow a whistle and go all the way down ice. But that gets thrown into the glove, and he plays it as Jonesy gives it up for Fabrizio. Good slip move by Cam. Gets it off to the near side, but not out. DeFrucio tries to hand that one off for Heston. Chopped at by Oxenreiter. Ends up on the stick of Cam. Fabrizio plus the ref plus two Team Philly players come together in the corner. Hawks floated up and out. Glove down by the D-man, Thies for Team Philly. And Team Philly wants to get pucks deep. Nate able to do the same as Cardenas gets it down low.
Here's that push coming, though, Tom.
Yeah, you can feel it, right?
I think that's why Jones gloved that one and then played it. Let's not give them a chance to get an offensive zone draw and get set up.
And Hawks having little bit of harder time getting it out of their zone. There's where you'd want to do a little flip. I would love for the flip play there. Shot deflects wide off the stick of Ray. Sexton on it. He'll reverse and gain some space in his own end behind the cage. Sexton waits, finds Fabrizio. He tries to send that ahead for B-Rob. Cross ice, nice clear. That's a good exit from the zone. And Sexton
nice
sends that deep.
Sexton there too, right?
Well, yeah, he sees Mott coming, gets the puck low. Tap loose, there's Mott trying to create numbers. Sexton's back. Shot towards the net, turned down, and here's B-Rob. Time to reverse and push the other way, and he does. Robertson throws it in off the stick of the netminder for Team Philly as they get a change. I have a feeling the rest of the way this is going to be limited time and space, both directions, and I love the fast-paced hockey. Mahalik stayed with it on the deep end in the offensive zone. Evan comes up with it, reverses, kicks it to himself, loses the puck, and stays with it and sends the man down. And puck comes to the point for Ray. Ray deflected off a stick, goes out to the far corner.
That's a dangerous shot, though, Tom.
Oh, there's a penalty call coming on Team Philly, and a slash will put us back on the power play.
That point shot there had me a little worried.
Because if he gets blocked, he's going the other way.
Yeah, it's. You see those too often go into the shin pads. I like if you have the clear path, or just drag the blue line a little, open yourself a little bit of space, right? So it's not directly back into that, but.
And a good opportunity for the Hawks back on the power play. Definitely so far they've benefited and they've been disciplined. But look how the shots have leveled up to 9-7 when it was 9-3. So 4-0 in this period so far for Team Philly. Hawks hoping to change that. Please shoot lower, my friend, please. As Hersink settles it and then backs that one off for Sexton. Sexton wheels. He'll come through the middle. He has some room, waits, drop it back to the point for Ripley, and he does. Ripley back down for Sexton on the half. Sexton looking high, now across ice. Ripper one-timer, turned aside off the stick and played back up for Rips. Rips near side, there's room for Sexton. He fires, whistles high, and that's going to go all the way out. Tried to pick the corner.
Apparently our rubber band did not like the cold.
It did not. We'll have to be careful not to lose our screen. I'll have to go out and make a rubber band run today. Here's Sink, able to carry the puck on. Puck on the near boards, challenge. Trying to touch pass through there was Ripley. That's blocked. Back onto the stick for Sexton. Sexton back high point, Hersink walks wide. He'll scissor with Sexton. Sends it back, Sexton. Oh, just off the puck. No, and a blind backhand pass. That's where Ripley's got to be no. Fisher, smart player, just backhands that in low. They get a change, and we're inside of 40 seconds on the power play. Partial change on power play, too. Good job by the D-man on Oxenreiter there. And then returning the favor was missing. Hersink comes on. Carmichael got onto the ice. Good pass down low. Shot. Oh, just whistled wide by Oxenreiter.
I think the goalie might have got a piece of that, Tom.
Puck
Nice
banged
setup
out of
there.
the zone. That went off the skate of Cardenas.
That should do it for the
And
power play here.
opportunity down to 10 seconds. Hersink works through. He's going to carry it himself. Waits, slides high. Go cross ice now. Oh, instead he takes the shot, deflects off a body, never got on net. That's going to be icing. And a whistle in the offensive zone face-off for the Hawks at 10:20. So one shot on goal on that power play. But a lot of activity.
You want to try and tie it again?
It's so cold. Here we go.
Carmichael take the draw.
Look at that.
Back to Fabrizio. Fabrizio tries to leave it down low for Carmichael. And Philly will play it back into the Hawk zone. No icing here. Paulin goes back to pick it up.
I like the look of
Carmichael to Cardenas. Cardenas plays it in deep. Hawks doing a great job of just getting pucks deep, making Philly work. Cardenas, he's there for Carmichael. Carmichael's shot, blocker saved by the goaltender. Centered out front, puck's loose. And it's underneath the goaltender.
that is nice work by the Hawks. Just making the simple plays.
Getting pucks deep, greasy goals.
You want to just make that easy, that simple pass, and when in doubt, get the puck to the net.
Well, and these two Philly goalies, Tom, you're going to be really hard to beat.
Yeah, they're
With
big.
a clean look, right? It's good. You know, both first two goals were both, bad bounce and a rebound.
Let's see.
There we go.
We're back and functional as Hersink snags a puck at center ice, backhanded by Ripley, but doesn't get it deep. Philly trying to transition, floating it up and out, looking for Mott. Mott looks to be the guy that drives this club. Just watching his play, I don't think he came off the ice during the PK, and he is everywhere. Good big body, solid player.
Yeah, unless
Number
there's 4
93.
Motts on this team. All were at 93. It seems like it on the ice.
Hersink. Back through the middle. Send it. Floats one in deep corner. Blocker to side by the netminder. Bang towards the point. Hawks send it back low. Deflected. Nice play off by the D-man to the near side boards for Philly. Hawks, though, stay in with it. Hersink watches that flipped up and out and then levels the Team Philly player.
Hersink might have got away with one there, Tom.
Looking for Mott. Quick shot. Goes off and into the glove off the glove and into the netting out of play.
I think Hersink got away with one there.
Finishing one there. And that's what Zimmerman's asking. He's like, I dumped that puck off. And that was a finish check that felt a wee bit late. So at 8:28 here of the period, defensive zone faceoff for the Mahalik line. Won by Philly. Shot towards the net. Turned aside by the blocker of Jones. Mahalik will pick up the loose rock.
A lot of big bodies in front, Tom. That's not going to be easy to see pucks today.
No, Sexton chips through, splits the D, and then comes away with it down in the deep end. We got a whistle. Uh-oh. Goaltender has an issue. Pad came undone. Yeah. His pad came off.
Skate.
Disconnect from the skate, or does he have a broken lace? No, I think it just...
I think it's broken lace.
Yeah. So, whistle will hold up. Hawks should get an offensive zone faceoff here, but they might bring it out of the zone because of the fact that
they'll bring it out of the zone.
He gave a whistle for their our netminder.
Whistle for our netminder will bring it out. Looks like that's where they're setting up.
So it stays 2-0 here at 8:08 of the second. Shots are 11-7 in favor of the Hawks. It's really, really good high-intensity hockey. Really fun to watch. Two good teams.
Oh, hard not to get into a game that flows like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
And it looks like we got Jonesy back in the gear. Mahalik faceoff comes back behind. Evan wins it off, but can't fight through. As Mott and Evan go toe-to-toe. Good job by Evan going shoulder to shoulder with the D-man. And that bounces through the point and comes out. Covered up there by Taylor. Finds Mahalik, but that's a hard pass through. Nice read by Sexton. Sexton, drag move, gets taken down going to the net. And we'll get a whistle. And a stoppage here at 7:42.
We're not getting another power play, Tom.
No, no.
The next penalty's coming on us.
There's no call
Sexton
there.
was no, you could have called a hold there. He kind of tackled him as he went to make the move. He was clearly beat on the play, but
But yeah, they're not planning to give the next one to us, to Team Philly. Not another call. Although if you keep skating, I mean, I think you keep skating, keep moving your feet, you draw calls.
This is where the speed helps us, though.
Carmichael's face-off win, but jumped by Team Philly as Cusa gets out ahead. Back comes Fabrizio, hustling. Backhanded towards the cage, covered up by Jones. Carmichael rides the man through the crease. And bodies come together to say hello.
Carmichael, I think, was just explaining where the blue paint is.
And that you're not allowed
and you're
in
not
there.
supposed to be there. Might have been said in a more colorful way, but...
And Fisher said, don't be putting your stick in my player's back. Thank you very much. Carmichael wins it from the turf. And up it comes. Halder. Good to see Ash back on the ice. He took a little shot in the head. He was a little concerned, so we checked him out for concussion protocol. Chip back in, comes out of the zone. Fabrizio battles for it again. Halder with it, or excuse me, Carmichael with it. And Philly controls and brings it up onto the near side. Fabrizio tried to glove it down. There's a chance. Good job by Pollen, working across, and then the return pass was overshot by Fisher. Lang is there, snaps one towards the net. Chusa tried to get a deflection, change the direction. Fisher walks that back out. Quick shot score. That's a beautiful play by Fisher. And we were not covering the man. That's the first time defensively we stayed off and didn't pick up the man that was in the scoring position. That's a beautiful play by Fisher.
And if you go back and look at it, Tom, we missed a chance to clear there.
Yep.
Along the far boards there, we had the chance to clear. We kind of stopped to absorb the hit.
Yep.
So it's a good
nice
team.
play.
They're not going away.
No, and that's next goal was such a big goal that turns the energy of the game for Philly. And there's no question the Hawks need to step up and put right back on it, as Oxenreiter and Ripley's line need to come out and get something going. So they need to get something done. Hawks have been the beneficiary of 2 power play goals. We need to do some activity 5-on-5 here, as Philly has found their game in 5-on-5 hockey. Puck off our far side, just banged out and thrown right back in. Behind the net, Ostad gives it up for Missick. Missick plays it up the near boards. Flipped up and out. That's Philly reads that, but it bounces free for Ripley. Ripley, though, kicked off his skate. I need some intensity here from the Hawks. You can't let a goal like that slow you down. Your intensity level has to ratchet up with goals like that. Near side, Ripley forces the turnover. Come on, Rips, move those feet. Puck down low, handed off. Missick again! Missick again! The man is a menace for opposing goaltenders.
Same thing there, Tom. Right? That's cool. We got one back the same way they got theirs.
There's the response, 5-on-5, and Missick continues his torrid pace in AHF. Absolute all-star quality play from that kid.
It looked like Philly had a chance to clear it along the boards. They didn't. Missick, wisely crashing the net. Takes that puck in the slot. They missed the cutter like we did down their goal.
Bang.
And
It's
we're
in the
back
back
to a
of the
2-goal
net.
lead.
Quick hands and a 3-1 lead for the Hawks. That's the response you needed within a couple of minutes' time. Pollock's faceoff comes off to the near side. Philly chips that up in the air, comes clear of everyone and onto the stick of Ray. Carter, good play there and a nice cover defensively by Taylor, and he's off to the races. Sexton going with him. Taylor down the boards. Pulled loose by B-Rob. Shot low, blocked by Zimmerman. But a good chance for the Hawks here. Mahalik walks in, fires, save made by the goaltender here. I thought the defenseman might have blocked it, but that was off the shoulder of the netminder.
He came out hard to challenge that one, Tom.
He knew that Mahalik had an angle. A look out. Mott to the front, save made. Good D by Mahalik as he ties Mott up. Whoa, Mahalik turns it over to Zimmerman. Puck goes wide. Little helter-skelter now. Mahalik cross ice. Good play by the Hawks exiting the zone. Sexton. Oh, I don't know.
I think the skate was off the ice, Tom.
It doesn't matter if it's off the ice as long as it's over the blue. That rule has changed.
For
across
the
hockey.
board? Okay.
Is if the skate's in the air but over the blue, he had a long leg hung back, but we'll get the offsides call.
One little extra move there, though. That one little extra stick handle.
And I would absolutely trust Jerry because Jerry's a ref. And he was watching, and so was Mike Castagno, and they both were like, no, no, no. Didn't think that was offsides at all. Good response from the Hawks, and here comes Team Philly continuing to work. I love their dedication. You notice their body language and energy never gets down. They were down 2-0. They came hard.
Yeah.
They cut it to 1. They come hard. They give up that next goal, but they're still coming hard. That's good quality hockey, and that's something between the ears that players that we've struggled with at times during this year, where we have not, been able to keep that intensity level up, and you get a little slumped and a little different body language on the bench, and you don't see that out of Philly so far, which is a testament to their record. Love the way the Hawks are working, though.
You don't win that many hockey games if you don't do that.
Yeah. Cusa on the far side tries to bang it loose. The other thing that's great about this game is the amount of time and space players have is limited, where you have to make quick decisions with the puck. Look at that. Oxy tried to go across. Body's in the way. Gets flipped up. Can't slow it down. Hawks watch that float out. Holland comes off to the near side for Ripley. Ripley hands it back through the middle. Oxenrider's there. Oxy back for Rips. Man is waiting. Towards the point, taken away and pushing. Team Philly. That was nice, and you didn't see Barthol coming because Fabrizio was cheating towards the man with the puck, and Barthol would have been alone with a nice little sauce pass or an area pass, and he would have had a good look. So the Hawks catch a break there as the player was changing and going to the bench. There's a steal and a save as Barthol gets that puck that he wanted and puts it in the belly of Jones.
Yeah, if he picked a corner there, that's in. But Jones did a good job reading that play, getting over it, taking as much of the net away as he could.
Exactly. Said, I got to get out and get big. Try and make as little room as possible. So Mahalik line will come right back out. Mahalik wins it to Hirsink. Hirsink wraps around the far side and flips one up and out. Glove down and thrown in to the glove, and a little pitch and catch being played by defensemen. Hirsink drags it, loses an edge, so he'll have to slow up. He'll wait, and then he gets the room he wants. He goes around 2, and he gains the zone. Now, look for the setup. He wants a trailer. Shot instead, ends up in the glove of the netminder, flipped casually back to the faceoff dot at 2:37 here in the second.
I don't think I've seen a defenseman yet this year that's as good as baiting players to come behind.
I'm telling you, I haven't seen anyone in the league that does what Hirsink does. He's just...
I mean, he just draws you in, and you know it's coming. And
like you said before, it looks like you got a 2-on-1 forecheck pressure, and then all of a sudden it's odd the other way.
Oh,
I mean, he is good.
Dangerous little shot there. I don't think the goaltender saw it.
Did he get it with the... He got the stick save, right?
Yeah.
He had the stick down in the right position, but wasn't expecting, I think, that shot to come. Good shot by Taylor. Just shields the man off and creates room. And here comes Mahalik. Mahalik knocked off his stick. Flipped in by Sexton on net, but cleaned up by the netminder, who almost bounced. And that one gets through. Back to cover is Ray. Mahalik got to look for the off man. Zimmerman. He throws that back, but it gets turned over. Shot towards the net. Mahalik picks it off and tried to backhand it around, but gets it up and out of the zone. thrown down in deep, gloved up, and Jones will say, let's take a face-off as Mott was crashing the blue paint.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, I think he probably drops that and plays it up. But with Hawks needing a change there to long change period.
Yep. Good time to get fresh bodies out. Nice read by Jones.
Got to read the room a little.
1:49 left here in the second. 3-1 hockey game. Puck comes down. Philly throws it in, but that's on the stick of Pollen. Will, bouncing puck, as you know this. How are you going to call something there?
Told you. The next one was.
Wow.
We knew the next one was coming.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. You knew the next one was going to go their way. He was looking to find one, and I guess he found what he wanted.
Yeah, that's a hard one. It looked, I don't know, looked like two players were tangled up to me.
I mean, not to mention he was the one on the puck. They got tangled before he got rid of the puck. That's interesting. But power play chance. We'll see what Philly can do here. Hawks did a good job on their first kill. That one just thrown up high, couple of deflections, but it goes wide of Jones. Back out onto the near side. Philly plays it high for Mott. Mott, top of the dots, blocked. Great play and chipped out. Great work by Missick. Zimmerman now walks it in on the near side. He'll go cross ice. Shot towards the net, save made by Jones. Looking for the deflection was Barthol in front.
That's a heady play there by Missick, selling out.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna beat this team. Those are the plays we gotta make. Not get cute with it.
Yeah.
Minute 11 here.
Minute 33 left in the penalty. So Hawks are going to have to kill this into the third period if we can avoid anything going in the back of the net. Controlled by Philly. They'll go to the point. Work near side Mott. He might want to shoot it. Blocked by Ostad. And deflects out to the behind and the far side boards. Philly working high-low in a 1-3-1. Barthol goes to the net. Big body. Trying to clear him out as Ostad. I'm surprised Mott's not cheating. There he cheats a little bit, wants the shot. There's a good setup for Zimmerman, who gets a full left-handed rip, and then the net comes off its moorings. But boy, he set Zimmerman up.
Man, that was a beautiful setup on their power play there.
I thought for sure Mott was going to shoot that, and he puts a perfect pass on the tape for the one-timer for Zimmerman.
Hawks are going to have to be aware of that setup.
Good win by Carmichael. Got to get a clear there, and he does it. He fans on the clear out. But now the catch is at a break, and the Hawks got to remember, you can ice pucks now. You want to get pucks deep. Don't got to skate it out anymore. 26 seconds left in the period. 47 left on the power play for Team Philly. Philly goes far side. Piercing. Shadows Mott out. He'll go back up high point. Shot low. Deflects off a leg. Comes out to the near corner. Hawks can't control. Barthol, look out front. Nice D by Heersing. Picks that up. Eat it. 4 seconds. Just eat it in the boards. Good job. Ostad doing beautiful work there. And we'll get a whistle. And it's the end of the period as the buzzer sounds. And another check on a player. I'll be right back.
All right. It's a good first two periods by your Hawks. Shots on goal 15-14 in favor of Team Philadelphia. 22 seconds of power play time will carry over. Tom will head back down to check on Halder. Nice and warm in here today, huh? Yeah. Yeah, this is everybody walking around trying to keep warm.
I know. I feel like I'm very close to the ice, so it is nice to kind of like you're kind of part of the action.
It's a good rink for viewing.
Yeah, a little cold, but it's nice to be part of the action.
Yeah, no shortage of it today. All right, so Hawks will have 22 seconds to kill here. Thank you. What? Ball to take the draw. Side up there. Sexton tries to dig it out. Sexton with the takeaway. Sexton, he'll work it right back to Heersink. Smart play there by Sexton. 12 seconds to go in the kill. Heersink backhands it up the center, hits Sexton. 4 to go in the kill. Sexton waits for support. Now he'll play it back out of the zone to Austin. And Robertson off the bench. Steps up, shot. Robertson, quick, nice shave there by the goaltender. Robertson, that was off the glove. Was looking for that low glove side, under the glove, over the pad. Snapshot, and played out the center. Glove down by Robertson. In his feet. Philadelphia will pick it up there. Philly brings it in, works it down the sideboard. Shot blocked down there by Osted. And Mahalik plays it back into the Philly zone. Overskated there by Robertson. And it's dumped back into the Hawks zone. Osted goes back to pick it up there. Wheels away from trouble. Leaves there behind for Mahalik. Mahalik now. Mahalik. He goes through a couple, gets the red line. Gets the puck in, and it's cleared out. Fabrizio has it now. Fabrizio wisely plays it far side and in. That'll allow the Hawks to finish their change here. And up ahead to Paulin. Paulin sidesteps trouble there. Oh, and it's turned over in front. Philly centers, but nice back check there by Oxenreiler to take that chance away. Paulin, stretch pass to Ripley. Picked up there, Missick. Missick hits the line, 1-on-3. Missick, shot, and it's deflected up into the netting.
Well, after a little more exercise and a little bit more team doctor duties, Ash Halder took a shift after taking a couple shifts off after that little head bump he got on that interference call, and felt like he was getting a little bit of headache after exertion and light sensitivity. So Ash will be out for the remainder of this contest, and see after he gets some fluids and rest where he is for later on today and then through the weekend. So Ash is feeling okay, but not. We're going to, out of an abundance of caution, keep him off the ice for the remainder of this matchup. Well, Hawks get puck dumped into their zone. Shots 15-15, as you'd expect in a game between two good teams. Nice little touch pass play. Walking in, Ripley's shot. Couple of bangs at it. And here comes Philly in transition. Tobin goes far side as Zimmerman pulled up to change. And Ripley gets it back, but he goes down the boards. Tobin right back to cover. Puck comes out to Fabrizio at center ice. Deflected back in the zone. Hawks touch up and play continues. Heston, touch pass off for Barthol. Barthol, piece from Pollen, just gets enough to get him separated from the puck. Pollen on the near side boards. Great play to get it free, and here comes Spohn. Spohn, cross-ice pass out of the reach of Cardenas. Carmichael covering there. Good step up to keep it in by Ostad. Nice read by Andrew.
No hesitation on that read, though.
Yes, exactly, which was exactly what you have to have. Spone near side watches that banged out of the zone. Ostad takes a smart play and sends it right in.
Hawks just need to make Team Philly go 200 feet.
And not in one pass. Here's Sink, flips that up in the air, bounces in on the netminder. He'll have to cover and take a defensive zone faceoff. Not happy about it, as he would like to have moved it, but smart by Carmichael to drive the net, to force him to cover and take the defensive zone draw.
Jump in, Tom, right now, the puck is bouncing.
Yes, this ice gets terrible in the third period, as we all know. It's our big pet peeve that they don't do an ice cut in this league. Face off down, played back by Wright. He bangs it off the boards up the near side. Nice little tap by Doherty, but played even better by the Hawks. Defender back there was Carson Taylor. That gets thrown in. Woo! Tough little shot from center ice by Bobst that Jonesy had to corral with the glove.
I don't know that he was expecting that one. So
yeah, had a little heat on it from all the way out at center ice. 13-10 here of the third period. Quick shot, pad save made, kicked out, controlled by Sexton, bangs it out to center ice. Robertson just coming out quick. That gets thrown again by Bobst. That's his shot, man. He throws it in hard, the wrister from center ice.
I think they're just trying to get draws in the zone right now at this point.
And create offensive chances.
I got to say, I think our breakout's been pretty good today, right? Better than it has been previous games this weekend. They're going to look and try and use that size in the zone.
Mahalik wins that back for Taylor. Taylor challenged on the backside. Philly forces the turnover, throws it towards the net. Back around on the far side, they go point. Look out, Bobs can shoot it high. Gets blocked by Ray. Back off on the far side, Taylor challenge. That gets loose. Good look. Flipping way high and over the top of the net. And the Hawks finally control, but don't get it out of the zone. As Ray could not control. Good steal by Sexton, and he gives it up for Mahalik, but it gets out barely as Mott right there to make the defensive play. Good job by the Hawks as they get it loose. Wright has to flip a deep corner. Daughtry touches up, and the Hawks control on their own end. Taylor, nice play through the middle. Robertson goes far side looking for Sexton. Taps that on into the zone. Collin waiting for support. Sends it off. Nice look. See how he sees Fabrizio off the corner of the eye? Even though Fabrizio wasn't cutting, that area pass gives him room to skate onto it and keep it in the zone as the Hawks finish up their change. Now Ripley's got it. Oh, he's late with the pass for Missick, but kept in by Oxenrider, but then bouncing puck chopped out of the zone and down ice.
Good keep in there by Fabrizio. Dangerous play, though, and you're going to try and glove that.
Oh, and Oxy tried to glove it at the blue line. Yeah. That gets flipped up. Glove down by Ripley. He'll have to play it himself, so he throws it in deep. And the pucks are just getting pitched all around the ice here as both teams trying to find exit strategies. Hawks smartly trying to keep pucks deep. Good step up on Fisher, but he's going to be a hard guy to take off the puck. He's a big man. Good job by Missick just to stand Fisher up and room to work. Banged hard off the glass, and icing will go against the Hawks at 10:51. Tons of time left in this contest. Hawks need to stay sharp.
Yeah, I don't mind that play, though. Right now, it's more pucks we can clear.
Yeah. Plus, it allows you to get changes.
Yep.
Keep bodies fresh. Alex faceoff is down. Jump by Philly. Backhanded up and out, though, by the Hawks. That's a quick little move there defensively by Ostad in a dangerous zone. Ostad with the room. Sees Heersink. Heersink finding the rafters again. He's been good at that this weekend.
Is there a rink where he cannot find the rafters?
No, haven't found one yet.
I mean, game one, I think it was a 60-foot ceiling and he found the rafters.
Here we go.
Apparently he's in the 60-degree today.
Indeed. Loose puck comes across. Mahalik has room to skate. God, that snow is just terrible. Oh, Mahalik tries to go around. Good defensive play by Pace as he just took him off the puck. Zimmerman trying to go wide. Here's Sink. Smells blood in the water, and he goes. That was just... Zimmerman should have known that was coming. I mean, Hersing just said, I'm going to light this kid up. Hersing walks on. Now he goes around Tobin. Shot! Oh, just misses the far side post. That's his move. Good job. Mahalik keeps it in. Down low, Robertson. Robertson pulls it free. Oh, Mahalik was there. Comes near side Ostad. Ostad fires. Blocker down. Banged at. Out front. Robertson couldn't find it. Mahalik goes far side this line, getting a little bit of offensive zone pressure. Thrown towards the net, deflects off a body and goes wide. Sexton comes across, chops it back down low. Goes shoulder to shoulder with the D. Mahalik comes around, but Zimmerman floats one in the air past Hersink on the deflection. Barthol gets that banged in. It's behind. Robertson didn't realize. Plays that one off for Ostad. Barthol read it well. Good stick tie-up. Look out. Shot. Oh, diving across is Carmichael. Sells out. And Carmichael blocks that up into the screen and out of play. That was a key play there. Is that puck
I think that's the second time this season Carms is sold out.
Wow, that was a nice play.
That puck was in a dangerous place, Tom.
Yes, it was. Face off, comes down. Hawks win it, get it free through neutral zone to Carson. Far side for Cardenas. Cardenas just chips it in. Floated back up and out. Good job finding that puck Fabrizio and then trying to get pucks deep. Hawks get tied up at the blue line there. Heston pushing on Carmichael, still moving. Trying to dig it out. Philly does. Barthol gets that back. Fan, though, on the clearing attempt passing. Look at that Cardenas. What a shot. And another look for Spohn that gets blocked. Wright got that pad in front of that shot, because I don't think the netminder knew that's not going to be icing. There's way too much snow for pucks ever to get the full length. Puck tapped loose, kept in by Team Philly. Fresh bodies on. Hawks looking down low, man in behind. Tries to throw it out front. We got a whistle, and the net is off its moorings. Wonder how that happened.
Faulty pegs.
Those
Faulty
pegs just don't do the job.
Well, considering the goaltender's like 220, Tom.
Yeah. 8:16 left here, third period. 3-1 Hawks and
another critical defensive zone draw here.
Yep.
Hawks have won the last couple.
Oxenrider.
Exit the zone.
I'm guessing it's Mott and Oxenrider. Boy, I've been impressed by Mott today and Fisher. Those two players, big, strong, talented players for Philly. There's a face-off that ends up on the stick of Taylor, but Mott picks it off, throws it out front. Good read. Oxenrider, so responsible in his defensive zone. Missed it, throws it towards the net. Smart play. Loose puck comes off. Ripley throws it back down low. Oxenrider comes in on the D. Played up and out. Oh, is it going to be a step up? Taylor wasn't sure, but good cover and nice flip out by Carter Ray and a chance to bring it on for Ripley. Ripley tries to feather one through for Oxy. I like the way he draws the man, but smart defensive work by Philly as they throw that out of play and into the bench as it goes off the rock of Rock Ice Arena. That should be an offensive zone faceoff.
Hawks got to get a little bit tighter, though, with those when you pinch right now.
Yeah.
The 2-goal lead, 8 minutes to go.
D has to be responsible there. I think Taylor hesitated, and that's when he probably should have just stayed where he was.
60-40 pucks,
Yeah.
Not a good idea right now. It's got to be a 90-10.
Yeah, exactly. Mahalik wins it back. Sexton jumps through, plays it in behind. Sexton looking for Robertson. Oh, but Robertson drifted left. And look out, you got numbers. Hustling back is Taylor on Daughtry. Shot, loose. Daughtry chops at it, and thrown out front, blocked. And Mahalik blocked that with a leg, or that was going to be an open net. Jonesy's pipe comes off again. What a helter-skelter play there. Does that look like a wide open net? And then Mahalik's shin pad got that one and deflected it wide.
Hawks doing a good job though today, getting sticks and bodies in front. I mean, I'd like to see the attempted shots, Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, Philly's got 18 on net right now, but I think they've got a good 45 attempted, maybe 40.
Yeah, I don't see the stat sheet being kept here by Dormer this game, but I bet you if he was keeping block shot stats, it'd be impressive.
Yeah.
I think the Hawks have got to have 20 at least that they
blocked.
blocked.
The last two were critical, to be honest with you.
Yes, because they were
the
goals.
Last two would have been goals.
Yeah. Yeah, Carmichael and Mahalik made some big plays there. Just getting in the shooting lanes, adding that extra layer of difficulty for them to get pucks at the net.
Well, it's a tough team. You gotta sell out. You gotta give up the body a little and eat some pucks.
Oh, we got really things settled.
Really impressed by what the Hawks have done here today so far.
Here we go. Mott Mahalik. Mahalik wins it clean. Piercing challenge. Look how quickly Mott just makes the play. Osted, though, finally has some room to work. He'll skate that up and then float one ahead. Good stick, though, by Nichols. Hawks dump it in deep. Sexton waits, and they all touch up. And it's on sides. Puck is 200 feet away from our end. Good job by B-Rob. Gets a stick on the puck there. Sexton comes across, can't get a piece. Mahalik comes over. And that's room for Piercing. Banged into the pads, and look out. As it comes free, Robertson throws it back towards the middle. Sexton challenges, but controlled by Philly as they want to get out on the far side. There's Mott. Plays back to his D. Thies comes, throws a deep corner. Looking for Mott on the drive. Piercing feathers that one off to the near side. And Hawks should be able to get it up and out. Thies gloves it down and throws it back in. Got to hustle here as Mott's coming. He gets to it, but he plays it through his D and back out to center ice. Look at the snow. Just stop that puck at center ice.
They at least should have a shovel between the second and the third in front of the benches.
Yes. You got to be mindful of where you're throwing pucks on that side of the ice. Tipped in by Spone. Nice little play to prevent the icing. And right away on the puck, Cardenas, forecheck pressure. Carmichael gets oversold there, and Cusa comes out. He shoots one, blockered up in the air. Hawks get it free, and Cardenas gets it out. Again, puck's just stopping in the snow. It's got to be frustrating for all of these players. But it just means you got to be smart as that gets thrown out front. Boy, and there was Fisher filling the lane. I think you may see a little bit few more shifts with Fisher and Mott on the ice constantly. Here's a chance. Cardenas. Shot, pad save, loose. Oh, on the backhand for Spone. He couldn't get there. And you got to get back, boys. Got to get back. Now we got a 3-on-1. Oh, and it slows up in the snow. And it gets fed out. Again, the bad ice makes a play for the Hawks. Whew. As they're beneficiaries of that one for sure. Cross ice pass on the tape. Missick in his own in his own bench, watching that snow just chew up the puck. Fisher gets the tip. Hawks bang it free, coming down the middle. Missick can't reach. Nice play by Tobin, and he'll send it deep corner. I think they're right. The play they're making is trying to get deep and get on the cycle because they know skating it through the zone is going to be tough. So they're getting pucks deep and trying to cycle the puck. And the puck comes loose and onto the stick of Ripley, floated up and out. That's going to force Wright and Tobin to slow it down as they touch up and send it right back in. Far side Pollen, down to 4:14. Hawks need to be mindful here. And there's a good play, chipped up and out, and it flips out to center ice. Right back deep corner.
This is that big push coming now, though, from Philly.
Yep, inside 4 minutes. Fabrizio's clearing attempt goes all the way down. One that finds the other end and stops. But a Hawk icing creates a nice time for a line change and maybe just a regrouping as things got a little off pace there as we were kind of chasing the game a little bit.
Ice definitely starting to tilt in Philly's favor right now.
Mahalik's face off. Somebody jumped it. I think it might have been Sexton. And Mahalik just lost the stick. I just lost another $374. This trip is costing me.
And now you got to go find a backup.
I do. Face off, knocked down. Mahalik gets it free off the stick of Taylor. No, he played it in the zone. Offsides and a whistle. And we'll go to center ice.
I thought at worst it was far out there from where he played it in.
3:44 left here, third period. Face off down, chipped by Philly towards the far side. Good job by Taylor, get between Mott and the puck. Now he's got pressure coming. Taylor needs some support as Daughtry's on him. Mott trying to dig it free. Hawks bang it out to the far boards. Sexton knocks it loose and a little bit of room to work as long as he can keep the puck on his stick. Chopped free and down ice. There won't be an ice in there. Bob's pressure by Sexton. Mahalik reads it well. Hands that one off for B-Rob. B-Rob circles back and then throws it deep. Knocked down by Bobst on the far side. Bobst comes cross ice for Mott. Mott hands that one off. Daughtry throws it towards the net. No save made. Jones is laid out and finally covers. Attaboy Jonesy.
And there's Mott in there again.
And here's Zeke with a hug from Jonesy. So he says, thank you very much. 2:58. Carmichael, face off, tap towards the point, flipped up in the air, far side by Wright. Carmichael comes across, just smartly chips it out of the zone. Wright gets that one back from Bobst, but Wright, again, the difficult puck. Says that, whoa, deflected off Bobst, and he had to make a toe save by the netminder. Thrown right back to the net, gloved up. Carmichael and Bobst come together. Ooh, did you see that just deflect just enough where he had to flash that pad out and he just got a toe on it and made the save, or that was going in the back of the net. 2:34 left here and an offensive zone faceoff for Carmichael. I might have come with Oxy's group there, but coach leaves him out for the hard work they're doing. Spone's been active. Ostad throws it down. Spone can't find it with the glove. Comes back out. Ostad goes D to D. They flip that in there. You got to go deep hard there. Sinks, but hey, Hawks come up with this change. Ooh, that could have been a call. Carmichael and Fisher just came together. Fisher just laid on him. Here's Sink. Waits for Carmichael to get back on side, then flips that up in the air and deep. 2:06 left. Hawks playing smart hockey here, knowing the ice conditions that they are, coupled with the lead situation. They are not making mistakes with 50-50 pucks. Spone back on forecheck pressure on Bobst, forces him to play it back, and that's going to be a cover and a whistle, as I think the netminder thought he needed a change. And a fresh troops.
I feel like the Hawks have adjusted to this bad ice a little tough.
Yeah.
Our dump attempts now, we're just going to go in the air, keep it off the ice.
Exactly. I mean, I think it's smart hockey. Smart hockey, you got to be aware of the conditions and the position on the ice where you have that puck. D have been so sharp today.
Here's that Oxen
really
Rider
been
line.
impressed. And here's the Oxen Rider line and miss it. And that's chance for Fabrizio. Fires one into the glove. Held. No rebound. Oxy looks for the call from the bench. He's going to go back again. Fabrizio again throws it low. Pad save. It's loose. Laying there in front of the crease. Great job by Missick on the near side with Daughtry. Now that puck gets out. Pollen gets enough of it to slow up Mott. And now it's dumped in deep corner. Fabrizio's going to have to hustle. Mott's there. Good job to peel it out to the corner. Taken away, though, by Philly. Mott wants to go out front. Great little sweep move there by Oxenrider.
Net is empty, Tom. Net is empty.
We're going extra 6-on-5. Extra attacker. Oh, and the opportunity for Tobin goes wide as he had room. Fabrizio pins the man, but the puck is free. walking, firing, blocked. It comes down low. Look out for those pucks down low. They're going to lay there. Back loose. Daughtry's high, skating across is Nichols. Nichols to Daughtry. Daughtry down. Shot towards the front. Kicked at. That wouldn't have been a goal. That was a pure kicking motion. As bodies come together. Settle down, boys. Tobin was the initiator there as he came in.
Jones took a pretty good whack there on that one.
Cooler heads prevail. I suggest we put 5 new players out for both squads and separate young Mr. Tobin from the ice. 40 seconds left. 6-on-5 empty net. Hawks will come with fresh troops. And I think they're going to want to stay as Tobin gets sent. And I think that was the right call. He was the initiator without a doubt.
They sent him off the ice?
Yeah, they sent him off. Timeout, Team Philly. Well, you knew Fisher and Mott weren't coming off. And Nichols, those guys. And then they got right up top. They got Daughtry and they got Bobst. So that's the 6 that you're going to see. I think the Mahalik line looked like they were about to come out. And I'm assuming with Heersink on the back end.
They get a 3-minute timeout?
Hey, plenty of time to talk it through, make some adjustments, make some plans. What you're not going to get is a quick Zamboni of the ice, so that's not changing. And Hawks need a face-off win here.
It's dangerous right now, too, though. Everybody's got to be aware of clearing pucks because with the puck, this ice being so bad, especially in front of the net, Tom.
Yes.
I saw it with the goaltender for Philly down there. Off the pad, he kicked it out, and it literally stops dead 5 feet from
every puck. And when you saw that loose one that came in before the scrum, it hit bodies and it just drops down and just sits there. It's whose stick's going to find it first. In that case, we were able to get a pretty nifty little forehand backhand clear by our D-man to get it out to the edge. But, I mean, those loose pucks, all you got to do is have the first stick there to bang on it, and that might find the back of the net. I feel like the Hawks need to get about 20 seconds off the clock here, maintaining the 2-goal lead, and I'll feel a lot better. And that means a face-off win for Mahalik and maybe one clear. And that could take care of the time factor.
I'm a goalie parent. I'll go with 30 seconds.
And Mahalik's face-off taken by Philly. They come to the near side. B-Rob smartly lays off. Shot towards the net. Knocked down. Not out. There's a shot low. Deflects up over the top of the cage. And now it's out to the corner. I'm about to get my 20 seconds. I'd like to get you your next 10. There it is. Shot wide. And now you're inside 20. Zimmerman turns. Knocked down by B-Rob. Thrown out to the far side. Thrown towards the net. Blocked by Heersink and kicked up into the rafters. And the Hawks feel it as there's 9 seconds left and a 2-goal lead.
And somehow 6 found the rafter again. This time off the shin.
Mahalik's going to take the draw. Tied up. He kicks it out to the corner. Heersink can eat it. And he does. And he flips it up and out. And the Hawks come away with a solid 3-1 win. And they take down Team Philly in a beautiful hockey game to watch. Oh, and probably even more fun to play.
That might have been, other than the VFC McCourt game, Tom, that might have been the best 3 periods of hockey I've had the chance to see them play this season. I thought they put it together like all 3 periods.
It's great to see and a really fun matchup. I love playing good teams like this. It's just great hockey to enjoy playing competitive, talented hockey teams. All kinds of kudos to Mott and his team as they played great. Hawks with a really satisfying 3-1 win here this morning. And now it's recovery, regroup, and you're going to face an even more monumental effort from VFC McCourt this afternoon as they've got revenge on their minds. So, hey, great win for the Hawks, 3-1 takeaway, and we'll see you guys tonight, 6:35 Eastern Time, as the Hawks play the rematch with VFC, Valley Forge McCourt's team, and this should be a dandy. See you guys later.
Still some formalities on the ice. A few more things people had to say. Keep them separated, boys.
Yeah. Keep the integrity of the game, boys.
Apparently, this your iPad too, just for awareness, doesn't like the cold.
Yeah, I can tell. Take care,
All right,
everybody. We'll
thanks,
see you
guys.
later.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't take good stuff, man. Ah, it's fun to watch.
Come on. Hey,
Hey, let it go.
East guys.
Game's over. Let it go.